Well, we are excited to have with us today two wonderful friends, Lane McIntyre and Deb Dapson, who are with the Corrales Harvest Festival. Welcome today. Glad to be able to share with you.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Now, we're looking forward to that time of year where, you know, I think fall has officially arrived, and it feels a little more like fall. I mean, it's still warm, but we're starting to cool down a little bit.
It's changing.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves and how did you get involved with the Harvest Festival in Corrales?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, the Harvest Festival in Corrales is sponsored and put on by the Kiwanis Club of Corrales. And so we've adopted that and taken that over in cooperation with the village of Corrales, of course, and getting us to be a great fun event for our families to come in. And so I've been in the club for over about 11 years now. And it will be the incoming president coming up here and starting in October with our particular term. And then my colleague here, Deb, she is going to be our vice president, or my vice president for this next term.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
How long have you been involved in the Kiwanis Club, Deb?
So I've actually only been in the Kiwanis Club for a couple of years.
Okay.
And I got interested in the Kiwanis Club because of the Harvest Festival. I was hired as a web designer to redesign their website.
Oh, okay.
And then doing some of the research to find out about why the Corrales Harvest Festival happens and all that stuff, I got interested in Kiwanis, so I decided to join.
Awesome.
Well, I guess the next question is, what is the Corrales Harvest Festival? I mean, it sounds exciting, but I guess we better know what it is. So tell us about it.
Yeah, we've been doing this for many, many years. Like I said, the Kiwanis Club kind of adopted it over years, but it's been going on in the village for, I think, 3 decades.
Wow.
And so it's been a really long-standing event, and we're honored to continue that tradition and hosting it in cooperation with the village. So we're honored to have that opportunity and to help manage it, quite frankly, and run those elements. It's a great fun event. With the Kiwanis Club, our initial initiation is to be able to get those funds that we raise out of this event back to the community, and most importantly, back to the children of the community. And that's our really goal from that standpoint.
Okay.
So the festival is basically a bunch of different harvesty type activities. It's family friendly. We have a kids corner, we have a petting zoo, we have horse rides, we have vendors and food trucks and a hootenanny on Saturday night. So it's a bunch of fun. It's over 2 days, so Saturday and Sunday, the last weekend in September. And there's just a lot of really fun activities.
The last weekend in September.
It's
coming
this
up.
weekend.
This weekend.
This weekend.
Now, is there a charge?
There
to
is.
Attend? Okay.
We do have a $10 service fee to come in, and what you do is, in doing that, it's $10 for those that are 13 and older.
Okay.
Under 13, totally free.
Okay.
And so what you're going to do is receive your wristband at that point. Your wristband then gains you access to all these different events, which is also inclusive of transportation. We have our vintage tractors that are pulling hay wagons, and they're going to be your transportation, almost like a bus system throughout the whole village. And we have about a dozen different venues that we're hosting. So you need to get around to each one of those to enjoy all the experiences we've brought together.
So how large of an area is this?
It's pretty much the whole village.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It is.
I like that.
So the purpose for this, is this just to have fun in the community, have a family safe event, or are there some extra purposes behind it? You mentioned, raising some funds for helping the kids.
Yes.
Just give us some additional feedback there.
Of course, yeah. For what we do at the Kiwanis Club, we are able to give back in grants the monies that we had received from doing this event. And we select those that we find to be the best fit, that are going to be worthy of the grants and going through the grant process of submitting those. And so those monies go back to help our community, preferably being those that are children based. And so we found those to be great setups, and being able to have that opportunity to help these organizations do what they can't do and give them a better opportunity.
That's nice. Wonderful.
What is your biggest draw that causes people to come back year after year, you think?
Ooh, great question, because it's there's so many, and because we've really diversified all these different venues in different fashions. Some are into arts, some are into the businesses, others are into just showing their children a great time by coming to the kids corner. Others want to go to the village mercantile to be able to enjoy many of their events. We have the old church and the Casa San Isidro that are having open houses. So even our fire department is having an open house this year after after recent renovation.
Oh,
So
nice.
all these different
Yeah.
opportunities, and everybody, I'm pretty confident, can find something they're going to enjoy.
And of course, good food.
Another really fun new thing that we have this year is the Sandoval County Master Gardeners are putting on a little event for kids mostly, but adults can do it. It's a seed mural. And the seed mural is going to go into the city or the village offices. But everybody can come in and put seeds in, and then into the mural, which will already be drawn out for them. And then she'll have some smaller ones for the children to play with, these little bitty ones. And then they're also
very
going to
nice.
create seed balls, wildflower seed balls in a cement mixer, a small cement
I like
mixer.
that.
So that'll be a really fun new thing that we're doing
Yeah.
this year.
You know,
Yeah,
Deb,
very
you mentioned
hands-on.
that you went to this event, and that's kind of what drew you into the Kiwanis Club. What was your big draw? What was the thing that you
Oh, my
enjoyed most
goodness.
personally?
I really love the arts and crafts show, which is in La Entrada Park, which is the big park by the library, and the vendors area. I love Wagner's Farm, where they show you all the stuff that they have there, the pumpkin patch and stuff like that, and the kids corner. When I bring my grandchildren, my kids are too old now, but I have grandchildren. Love the kids corner,
That's
which,
great.
by the way, Lane manages.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be featured there at the Kids Corner, a rock climbing wall. I bring in a mechanical bull. We have the
fun.
jump houses, face painting. Officer Heaton with the DARE program locally also has an event, caricature artist, all kinds of great fun things that we can do
Lots
there.
of fun things for
Officer
the kids.
Heaton.
Officer Heaton, yeah.
Oh, how fun.
Longtime standing member of the Kiwanis, of the Corrales Police Department.
Cool. Right. So you're just a big kid at heart, it sounds like to me.
You're correct.
You enjoy that very
Yeah,
much.
he is.
That's good.
You know, as you get closer to this event, do you give us some ideas about parking? Because I know that that can be
How do you get
a
in there?
big deal. It's nice to be able to get on the hay wagon, but you probably can't take that straight from your house. So you're probably going to have
Yeah,
to
we don't have
commute
door-to-door
in.
delivery.
Right. Tell us a little bit about that.
Certainly. So as you come into the village, likely there'll be a small backup in the traffic coming in, of course, so get there early. But we have free parking available, and we have directors out there to be able to show you exactly where to go, and parking attendants as well to keep it organized. And it's all free for parking as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's a key element for a lot of people.
So
wondering
parking's free, but the bands are where do you pick up your band? I mean, you get
So we
dropped
have-
off them, or you park with them. What do you do?
Yep. So once you get parked, they'll be directed. The parking attendants know where all the admission tents are, and so the admission tents are where you're going to collect your wristband and get that started as well.
You have a
these are-
map?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Our
good.
website has a map and all the necessary information you're going to have, which is corralesharvestfestival.com.
Very good.
And these
very
are
good.
this is all day event. So you pay one time, you can stay all day.
Correct.
Both
And like
days,
if you
actually.
leave, you can if you keep your band on, you can come back in.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you can. And the only event that is an additional cost is going to be our Hootenanny that happens on Saturday night.
Okay.
And we'll be featuring Kyle Martin. And he's actually doing somewhat of a release of his newest album at
okay.
this event. So we're honored to have him. And he was there last year as well, and it was a
Okay.
huge draw. So we're
Awesome.
so excited to have that.
Where do you do the hootenanny at?
The Hootenanny is going to happen at the Corrales Recreation Center at the bandstand that we have there. You can't miss it. If you know where the Growers Market is in Corrales, it's right
It's right there. Okay.
You know, a lot of people may not know, though. You know, Corrales is a beautiful village, kind of tucked in on the
Tucked away.
north side of Albuquerque and a little bit east of Rio Rancho. But if you don't know, you know, it might even do you well to cruise the street before the event, you know, and to kind of
Yeah.
get a lay of the
know it.
land.
Absolutely.
And go slow because they give tickets. I remember being cautioned about that since I was a little kid. You know, make
Okay.
sure that they have kind of a slower speed limit in that area. So remember that. Tips for viewers. What are some of the things that you might want to share?
Well, like I said earlier, definitely come early and be prepared. We're at that point of the year where, yes, it's cooler in the mornings, but we're still pretty warm in the afternoons now. So, you know,
Layers.
factor that in and dress in layers. Have
Yeah.
your sunscreen if you need it. We have our Key Club, that is the Kiwanis Club's high school version, is going to be moving around to be able to sell waters and within the Harvest Festival as well. And we have a whole area just of food trucks, and then also food trucks throughout the village, so you can be able to get into some beverages or what you need there as
Right.
well, in addition to having our beer garden this year too.
Oh,
So with some
okay.
great things. Yeah.
Very cool.
Other tips would be just be prepared to have a great time.
Yeah.
It's a family
Nice
fun
time with
event.
your family. Yeah.
coming up this weekend. So remember this special event, the Corrales Harvest Festival. Thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.